Good evening. Here we are Thursday night. Pastor Weimer from Bainbridge First Baptist Church. We have reached the point in our Baptist acrostic that we're at the T, B-A-P-T, two ordinances here this Thursday night. Before we get started, we should take a look at Article 9 in our Articles of Faith called Baptism and the Lord's Supper. I'll read it to you. Not that you couldn't, but you might not have it handy. We believe Christian baptism is the immersion of a believer in water to show forth in a solemn and beautiful emblem our faith in the crucified, buried, and risen Savior, with its effect in our death to sin and resurrection to a new life. That it is a prerequisite to the privileges of church relation, church membership. We believe the Lord's Supper is the commemoration of his death until he come, and should be preceded always by solemn self-examination. And then we list 6 different scriptures that are commonly used with respect to the two ordinances. And so we believe the biblical mandate is what guides us with respect to the two ordinances of the church. Alternate viewpoints of the ordinances of the church form the reason for some of the variety of churches here on this island and across our nation. This is simply what we believe we need to do in order to be obedient to the Scriptures. Both of the ordinances are administered by our pastor. Isn't it wonderful our salvation hinges on what the Son of God did on the cross of Calvary? Jesus alone is responsible for our salvation and the resulting home we have in heaven. Pastors help us to be faithful to the Scriptures and encourage us on our earthly pilgrimage. There may be no exceptions concerning the ordinances, because to alter them would destroy their meaning. While we offer our heartfelt sympathy to those who view the ordinances differently, we are constrained to follow the Bible in all matters of faith and practice. There are some who regularly attend this church who have not yet been baptized. It is important to know baptism is a step of obedience, and to consciously determine not to be baptized is to miss out on the benefits and blessings afforded to those who are willing to be baptized. So remember this, when you think of the Lord's Supper and baptism, they are your blessing. And if you choose to not participate in the ordinances of the church, you miss out on your own personal blessing. That's something to think about, isn't it? Have a good evening.